the cane. Money in the safe, so lock it. Catch these hands, don't drop it. Shots off, I might block it. VVS time as I rock it.
What's up, y'all? I'm back with another banger for you. We here. We are here. College football drops today. Super excited. Can't wait to play it today. I'm so excited. But before that, I want to drop y'all. I told you I was going to drop another Road to Glory video. This is where to go if you pick wide receiver. So where to go if you pick wide receiver. So I got, like I said, go through underdog, contributor, blue chip, and elite. So if you're new, that's 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, and you don't have to play in high school. You just pick this when you start your road to glory. So first, as a underdog, as a 2-star, the first school I got on my list is Washington State. I hope that's their logo. I think that's their logo. It's Washington State. They're a top 5 passing team in the country, and they only had one receiver last year have even close to 1,000 yards, and he's gone. And so as a 2-star, you're going to get reps because they pass the ball a ton, and you're going to have a chance to win position battles and to move up in the depth chart because there's not an established guy there. And so I think that gives you a really great opportunity to contribute right away to a group of 4 school and to play in an offense that is what you want to play. As a receiver, you want to play an offense where they throw the football a lot, and Washington State is that. And as a 2-star, you can play in an offense where they spread it around a lot. So you can get touches even if you're not wide receiver 1 or wide receiver 2. You could be wide receiver 3 your whole freshman year and be on the field most of the time. And so I think Washington State is a great option for that because they do offer you that opportunity to kind of grow and to figure that out. And so I think as a receiver, that's a school that I would pick. And I just seen that I have the wrong T here. It's supposed to be Texas. For some reason, I had Tennessee, which is actually hilarious. All right. So for the second school, I'm going with Texas. And this is with the new news that Archie Manning is in the game. And so you go here as a freshman. You play a little bit. They pass as a high-flying offense. You might win a natty and not even have to do nothing. But the real reason you go to Texas is for your sophomore year. You could play with Archie Manning. So you could play with a Heisman candidate. He's an 87 overall already. So he's probably a 90 before he steps on the field. So you'll play with one of the best quarterbacks in the country, and you'll be competing as a sophomore for a national championship. And that gives you playing with a Heisman candidate, that means you have a chance to win the Biletnikoff and really rack up some accolades as a high flyer, as a high powered player. And so I think Texas is a fun option. It has a unique option. Again, like I said, when I do these Road to Glories, I'm assuming you're not going to transfer. So I'm assuming you play your freshman year, you get better. You spend a lot of your weekly points on training. And your sophomore year, you stay at Texas and you play with Archie Manning. I think that's just a fun thing to do in Road to Glory. All right. For the next one, we're going to stay in Texas. We're going to go TCU. Excuse me, TCU, Texas Christian University. They are the number 7 passing team in the country. So this is another team where they spread it out a lot because they don't have any wide receiver on the roster. And what I mean when I was looking at this from a statistical standpoint, if you don't have anybody at 1,000 or close to 1,000, to me that shows me that you spread the ball around and you don't have that guy, which we're trying to become in Road to Glory, right? Like no one plays Road to Glory to be a third option. We play to become that guy. And so going to TCU, they're going to pass a lot. They don't have a wide receiver 1, so you can get better, and you can, just like kind of Washington State at a group of 4 school, become that guy way quicker than you might at some other places. And so and even if you're not that guy, because they spread it around so much, you'll still get opportunities, which as an underdog recruit, that's really what you want, right? Like that's the whole story is like, man, coach, just give me opportunity. I promise you I can show you that I'm better than you think I am. And so as an underdog, I think TCU is a great option. Now let's move on to contributor. So going to contributor, number 1 first team is going to be Memphis. And they got that top 10 passing team. The top 2 receivers on the team are juniors, so I think you have a great opportunity. They had 2,000-yard receivers. One was close, one was over 1,000. I think they might have been both over. But they're both juniors, so I think you can develop as a slot guy, working close to the quarterback, kind of working that inside of the field, and your sophomore or junior, your sophomore year, kind of slide into the wide receiver one if you could take one of their spots, or your junior year become the best wide receiver in an offense that's a top 10 passing offense. Also, they're slated to be really good in their conference. And so I think you have a chance as a freshman to play in a conference championship and even the college football playoff, which for a group of 5 school, that's kind of what you're looking for, right? There's a chance to play in that college football playoff and really shock the world. And so Memphis has been trending upward. And so it's even, I've been seeing a lot of people say, man, this ain't no rebuild. If it's a rebuild, it's too easy. And so I think as a Road to Glory player, the Road to Glory receiver, it might be a perfect opportunity, perfect place for you to kind of go and figure it out. Moving forward is North Texas. I like North Texas offense. I think I have them on another list. They got a top passing attack. They do have Jamori Macklin, who's a sophomore, but there's no one else next to him. And so I'm sure he'll be seeing some double coverage. He'll be seeing a lot of safety help. So that means you can work on the other side kind of one-on-one for the most part, which is, and you want to cook. You know what I'm saying? Road to Glory. You want one-on-one coverage. You want to see man-to-man, no help, and you want to get busy. And so I think North Texas offers you that opportunity. They do throw the ball a lot, and you're going to have a chance right away to come in possibly as a starter, being a contributor, and if not a starter, maybe probably wide receiver 3 with a chance to have a position battle pretty early in the year. And so that's why I got North Texas on my list. Number 3, this is another fun one. You can play with Tua's little brother over in Maryland. I think that's just fun. They don't have a wide receiver 1 in sight, so you can come in as wide receiver 1 for sure. And then also kind of like they're like the Under Armour version of Oregon. And so I think they're going to have tons of jerseys. They do in real life. They have tons of jerseys. So the jersey combos will be dope. You get to play with Tua's little brother. He'll be a senior, so you only get to play with him 1 year. But he could be the reason why you jump and go up tons of points overall and get ready to really kill it as a sophomore with whoever they bring in. So, and Maryland might be a place you can transfer out of because, like I said, Tua's little brother, I think his name is Talia. I don't know. I think it's Talia. You could play with him for a year, really increase your stock, and then maybe go somewhere better. That's fun. But for that first year as a freshman, I think that's a fun thing to do in Road to Glory. So let's go blue chip 4-star. Number 1 on here is Troy, the top 20 passing team, a smaller school. So you step in as wide receiver 1, 100%. You're going to be wide receiver 1. But they're a top 20 passing team. So as wide receiver 1, top 20 passing team, playing in the Sun Belt, you're going to get a chance to cook. You're going to get a chance to win a Biletnikoff as a freshman. The Biletnikoff is the best wide receiver in the country award. You're going to get a chance as a freshman to win that. And I think that's super, 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 super dope. And I think Troy's is a fun school. They got a fun logo. It'd be cool to start packing out the stadium and all of those things. So if you notice, my 4 stars, all of these are going to be group of 4 schools because I just think it's fun that way. So I got Western Kentucky on here. Western Kentucky actually the number 3 school in passing touchdowns last season. And so they throw the ball into the end zone a lot. And you're gonna be wide receiver 1. Like you're gonna come in as the best recruit probably in the program in a while. And so you're gonna be the best receiver in an offense that throws the ball a ton, and then you're gonna get a ton of passing touchdown opportunities. Because if you're number 3 in passing touchdown, that means when your team gets in the red zone, you don't run the football. And so you're gonna get some chances in close quarters to really make plays and to show what you can do right away. And so I like Western Kentucky for that. I think that it's a great opportunity and a fun opportunity. And then the last one for blue chip is going to be Utah State. Utah State is another group of 5 school. I keep missing those up. Group of 5 school. They're number 5 in passing touchdown. So kind of the similar thing as West Virginia or Western Kentucky, but the added bonus of Utah State is you got a chance to win your conference. And so I don't know if Western Kentucky is necessarily ready to win their conference, but Utah State is. And so you step in wide receiver 1, they're number 5 in passing touchdowns, they throw the ball a ton, and you get a chance to win your conference, which gives you a chance to play in the playoffs. That's a win-win-win, right? Win-win-win-win-win. All right, so that's why I got Utah State on the list. I think that's a fun place to play and a dope place to go. So now let's go to elite recruits, and I'm going Georgia Southern, number 1. They are top 10 passing, right? And I just think it's a fun and that's when I play Road to Glory, I'm thinking like storyline and stuff like that. So I think it would be a dope storyline, be a 5-star that Georgia misses out on. You go to Georgia Southern, you build Georgia Southern up, and maybe you get a shot at Georgia in the college football playoff, and you go off on them for 300 yards, and you show them they should have recruited you. Like, I think that would be a super cool story. Maybe that's just me, but I think that would be a fun story. And so that's literally why Georgia Southern's on the list. All right. And we haven't had a Power 4 school on here in a while, so I'm going to Oklahoma State. I think playing with probably the best running back in the country, or one of the best running backs in the country, what's going to happen is you're going to get heavy boxes, and you're going to be one-on-one on the outside. So you step in as wide receiver 1 on an offense known for running the football. Play actions are going to leave you wide open. You're going to be able to put up crazy numbers, even though this is not one of the teams I've been putting on there like passes a lot. But when they do pass, you're getting single coverage, and you're going to get an opportunity to really, really cook. And what's going to happen is you and Ollie Gordon is just going to play off each other. And so when you start cooking, they start putting safeties back, you guys can run the football. And so I think Oklahoma State gives you an opportunity to win a national championship as a freshman. Having that dynamic running attack and then having you on the outside as one of the best freshmen in the country, I think you can win a natty with Oklahoma State year 1 if you play it right. And then my last one, which I think is dope, is Appalachian State. And the reason I got Appalachian State on there is they are a passing offense. And so that's number 1. But number 2 is they're the giant killers, right? These are the guys that beat Michigan, that beat A&M. What would it take for them to stop being giant killers and become a contender? They got to get their own giant, and that's you. And so you step in as the highest rated receiver and recruit in their program history, and you're the guy that's going to get them over the hump to where they're actually competing for national championships. And they're not just the guys who get an upset 2 Saturdays out the year. They're the guys that are there at the end playing for the trophy. And so those are my 12 teams that I think you should pick as a wide receiver and Road to Glory. Let me know who you're choosing. If you're picking a wide receiver, let me know how you feel about my list. And I'll see you. I'm streaming tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be dropping another video tomorrow. Can't wait to hang out with you guys. Subscribe. I'll be having college football content coming all year long, and it's going to be dope. I can't wait to get my hands on this game, man. Until next time, y'all. Peace.